Alright, just getting all the announcements out. Pull up. Alright, I think we're good. Okay. Just give a moment for people to see the news that we are in fact live. So I'll take this second to charge my phone. Alright. Yeah, most of the set was played out as Wario, except for Game 5. Oh, yeah, I should probably scroll back. There we go. There's the beginning. Pull it up. Let me pull up the thing is. Also, high sickle. I love how all of, like, you just open up Game and watch this frame data, aerial frame data, and it's just like all multi-hits. And by that, it's just 2, but it looks like a lot more. Well, I guess operates a multi-hit. Yo, Game & Watch. Oh, that's the wind box. The 0 damage. Is this visible? Should I zoom in one? It should be fine. Or shoot, what's this? Oh, this is the box. Okay. So anyway, for the most part, going into this one, somewhat blind, so we'll see what happens. I don't understand Wario or Game & Watch too well, which just says mostly just bait and punish, which I guess means they don't have anything too complicated. But we'll see. So I guess one thing worth noting is Wood wins this set, so in And he submitted the match, so we're probably going to spend the most time talking about games 3, and 4, which is the ones who had lost. But I don't know. It was a pretty back and forth set. Most of it is just last talk, I think. And oh shoot, I have volume on, and I do not like that. I do not like it. Yo, I can go up to 180% volume, bruh. Hold up. Okay, apparently volume on VLC Media Player goes up to 200%. Anyway. Sheriff Game 1 on FD. I guess stage-wise, Wario would like bigger stages. Doesn't have the easiest time killing at higher percents, though, does he? Aside from Waft. With bigger stages, give him more time to charge the Waft, longer survivability, gets to make use of Rage. See what actually kills. F-Tilt definitely kills. Smash attacks. I guess it's dependent on... I mean... Everything that really connects can hit people off stage, and as long as Wario does have Waft, he probably didn't have the hardest time killing these little ledge traps. So I don't really know if he wants Big Blast Zones. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know what stages Wario wants to pick, but evidently Wood thought FD was cool. Which, I mean, I guess Wario doesn't exactly have the best landing hitboxes. He has decent drift, but I feel like Mario has an easier time juggling without platforms than he does with, because he can just abuse his up smash so much better. I don't know. We'll see. So right off the bat, okay, I'll just... wish I could see what actually gets to this position at the very... Yo, let's go. I wish I could see what actually gets in this position at the beginning. It goes for like a jab reset or something unfair. Or maybe that's just true PDI's in. Mainly Nair's interesting. Maybe looking to catch a roll. But he drifts into shield, gets down smash for that, and that beats to avoid a follow-up. So this is all really just punishing people's mistakes. Anyway, okay, so now we get, for the most part, to the neutral. Well, actually, never mind, that's more punishing. More back airs. So much of Smash 4 is just people just shifting from in and out of like advantage to disadvantage to advantage and vice versa. There's very little actual neutral, it feels like. Or at least, I don't know. So that's good to know. Back air beats out Chomp. Mario's back air is busted. One thing that seems to be somewhat... Well, actually, I don't know. Never mind. Alright. Yeah, throwing the bike down gets him a lot of stage. And then... What was that? Benson's looking for a... Drop shield spot dodge, maybe? I don't know. Benson's been up tilting weirdly a lot. Just on the ground, like right here, boom, up tilt, up tilt. I'm trying to just Mario's up tilt even come out on. Frame 5. It's kind of fast, but you'd think it'd be jabbing instead of up tilting. I guess up tilt has way better risk reward in his favor. Well, not risk reward, but way better follow up potential than jab does. But I don't know. Throwing that bike is cool because it just, I don't know, moving towards that bike while it's bouncing is really just scary. So it pretty much gives him half the stage up until it explodes. Seems like both players rolled a lot this set. And none of them really end up calling it out too hard. Just countering his down air with his nair, which look like the same moves. Yeah, Mario's down air being a good thing to call out jumps with. So I guess first thing to know, I mean, I probably should have gone over this before I started watching over, but I guess what is Wario exactly looking for? He's got some down throw follow-ups. Although probably not higher percent. Down tilt can lead into trips and stuff like that. And that has follow-ups. Where is it, Wario? Chomp leads into aerials and a bad position. Aerials if he DIs in, I guess. If the opponent DIs in. Everything... Not really going to be throwing out hot pairs, I guess, until kill percent or trying to go for some wacky foot soul combos. So I guess really what Wario is looking for is just straight hits. Okay, Nair's got some solid follow-up potential as far as I know. Straight hits, and then those straight hits will eventually kill. Or put him off stage, which can set up into a ledge trap. So yeah, pretty much everything Wario has is like his main threat, but like none of it is really too threatening. So I guess the main thing we're going to be looking for is how Wood handles it as his advantage state. Or neutral, I guess. Because I mean, there's not one thing to look out for, so you have to keep track of much more, but on the flip side, you have to win neutral much more often. So I guess that's what we're looking for. Just how he handles the advantage state and how he adapts to what Benson is doing neutral. So let's start over from the beginning. So right off the bat, throws out the chomp, suggesting he does Benson shouldn't shield, but he gets back aired for it twice. Then he starts aerialing, although that's fair. I don't know what it would have done. That would have stuffed out another immediate backer like he already did twice. Benson tries to whiff punish and misses. Or was looking for like another jump. Probably, if he just raw dashed up and raw backer, it might have worked. I don't know. Get some of the down air out of his dash. Where has he gotten all his percent from? Because there was a chomp at the beginning and some like random 11 that came from there. How much just chomp do? Well, there did 10 if he bites twice. I guess Benson might treat Mario in a similar way as just Wario plays in general, considering he can. I don't know. I guess Benson doesn't really convert off of everything. He just gets some wacky hits. So I don't mind. It's not exactly the same thing. Interesting that he rolls forward and rolls back. See how good Wario's roll is. is it? There it is. Forward roll, back roll. Seems standard. Frame just down till come out on frame 5. So I guess Wario's close-up frame data is kind of too. So he's really, I guess Wood is really looking to make Mario commit because he can't really box in close range. He does have Chomp. No, Chomp isn't gonna help you at close range because it's relatively slow. I mean, it just functions like a long range grab, I guess. So he's more so looking to get Benson to commit to something and otherwise zone him out, but he can't really zone him out because he's Wario, so what's to stop Benson from just walking forward? I guess that's Chomp. That's what Chomp does, except Chomp itself is a high risk. Not a high risk, medium risk, because he gets back aired. So I guess Chomp is what stops people from just walking into Wario. So for the most part, I guess I don't know. I'll just keep watching and see what happens. What is? Yeah. What? Oh, thanks.
I didn't know you were streaming. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm sorry, viewers who are only looking for 100% pure J.
It's fine. I think I have like 1, 2. Let's go Jenkolm. Yeah, let's go Jenkolm. Alright. So, I mean, I guess Benson is looking to do the same thing Wario is doing here, and that, I mean, I guess he's looking less so for reactions and more so for habits, which Wario is only going to let him do better, but it doesn't end up working out. So, gee, how is he keeping up with the percent? I mean, I guess Benson hasn't really gotten one solid string yet. Hasn't really converted as well as he could have, maybe. There's still a lot of rolls. Nice punish on the nair, on the dare with the nair. Tries to get the grab, misses it. Now he's off stage. Jumping down here. Benson's kind of okay. We should also be paying attention, I guess, to how well Benson plays his advantage, because if he doesn't, then Wood doesn't really take too much damage outside of you. Okay, here he gets to grab. What does he do? Can't really do anything off of his side from back there, I guess. Although maybe because he's heavy, he might be able to. His dash attacks catches landings, which I guess works out pretty well because Mario doesn't exactly have the best way to put hitboxes below him. And dash attack functions as like a pseudo crouch. And with punishing the back. Okay. Alright, Benson, I don't know what those backers were. What was the first dash attack? Oh, okay, with punishing the S smash. Although he did have time to dash, yeah. So my P, Benson hasn't been shielding very much, has he? Granted, I guess Wario's grab game isn't exactly his weak point. Okay, he's been shielding plenty. Just the fact that nothing's a threat, but again, why is he keeping up? And I guess Benson isn't really making much of what he has a threat either. He's gotten straight back air, straight grabs that haven't led into anything. Down air up smash, okay. Something, there you go. blows the waft, which itself was kind of sus. I guess he was looking for another jump and air dodge. Or just punishing the air dodge, I guess, because we saw right there. Just wasn't quite fast enough. Alright, fair. Benson catching the jump with a downer this time, punishing it properly. Here we go. Mario combos, actual conversions. Only get 29% for it, though. I guess maybe that's ultimately why he ends up... I don't know. I mean, I guess 29% would be if you want. Okay, let's see how he... Okay, he ends up winning this game with the stage spike waft, I think. Hold up, how's he being any at these previous times? Oh, geez, I'm not paying very attention very well. Okay, dash axe into a shield. Did this trip die to down or up smash at 109? Apparently. Alright. High prod. What's good? Teach me Wario. I don't understand this character. Nothing seems like a threat, but apparently it's enough to keep up with Benson. Nice trade. Fails the punish. Again. Oh yeah, that's what. Okay. One thing I do recall, I don't know if it's changed when we played, but we definitely likes jumping from the ledge, and we'll see whether Benson actually calls it out too often, because that might be the issue. Although really habits is what Benson's looking for, if anything, so. This was after, okay, Nair. Just uppies the dash in. Or the jump in, whatever. Gets caught on his landing. Okay, gets caught jabbing with Bike. How fast does Bike come out? Because it looks kind of slow. Yo, his uppie's called Corkscrew. Let's go. Wario Bike Frag 20. Huh. Huh. So you could react to that if you have enough distance between you and Wario. So then another really just like okay, so he's been called out. I think he's been punished once for it so far as we've seen. And the other two times it's sort of worked out. Let's see, where's the first dash attack here? Okay, he calls out his dash attack. So he's been punished once for it, and it's worked twice. The other time it flew on shield, then Benson messed up the punish. Right about there, yeah. But granted, I mean, I guess he gets him in the air. So there's that, so he can juggle him, but and I guess he does it again to catch the landing, because it does go decent distance horizontally and sets up a tech chase. Well, a trip chase, I guess. Right, hold up. Again, he's calling out his dashes. Air somehow kills. Somewhat because Benson's just throwing out these raw aerials. Really, I don't know. You air dodge here and Wario doesn't really do anything. But you air dodge and drift back. I feel like Benson doesn't really have to drift in here, especially if he still has his double jump. Which I guess he might not. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have it. Okay, he does not have his double jump. Still, Mario's up, he goes pretty far. I feel like he doesn't have to drift into that. Tries to catch the air dodge, misses it, gets his jab grabbed. Fair. Okay. So he gets eaten at a fair, 15%, and nared back air. And then, okay. So this isn't all one string. What happens? Jumps over, tries to back air, gets his roll caught by the nair. Okay, so now Wood is finally starting to catch these rolls somewhat. With punishes the grab with a nair. Again, Benson's on the ground. Goes to a dash attack, misses. Tries to F tilt, also misses. Gets the bear. Wait, hold up. Where was the nair bear? Okay, there was the nair bear. Benson, really seems to like. No, he's really aggressively moving towards Wood right now. And finally, he gets a bear for his trouble. Calls out his jump. It's a nice call out on the double jump there from Wood. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Where'd this chomp come from? Okay, so he just tried to space an aerial around it. Okay. So I guess, for the most part, it feels like Mario should be able to just space aerials and be okay. Aside from, oh shoot, where did everything go? I need that. I need this. Yeah, there we go. Yo, is that Billy? My personal Twitch channel is 198 Vorst, just like my Twitter. 1980 Vorst is like the joke, I guess. Corkscrew is life, yes. Hi, Billy. Is that the legend? Anyway, so I feel like, what was I talking about? Yeah, you can just, Mario should be able to just space backers on Wario for the most part. And I don't really know what Wario does to get in, aside from, I don't know, he's not really fast enough to, let's see, let's actually see what his run speed is. Comparison to everyone else. Run speed. Airspeed. Airspeed is 5th, yeah. Okay, so he does have that. This picture of Falco, what the heck? Run speed wise, he's like pretty much in the middle. Where is he? Wario, yeah, okay. So it's Ike. I mean, so like, you can't. I guess you can whiff punish Mario's back air. "12 frames of landing lag is really low, especially for a move that does 10.5%. Let's see. So I guess there was the point where Benson did like nair, short hop nair and then retreat. I mean, short hop down air and then retreat, and he got whiff punished for that with a nair. So maybe Wario is looking to whiff punish. Let's see what Wood said. maybe Wario's trying to whiff punish the short hops with like aerials, but Mario short hop aerials with his own, but I feel like with Mario you just short hop and then react to see when Wario starts moving in. Of course, I guess waiting does give him waft, so like he's fine with that, and waft is what like puts his punish game on par with the rest of the cast. Let me just tilt that down a little bit. Waft is what puts his punish game on par with the rest of the cast. So there's that. So you do kind of have to move into Wario. Hmm. And I guess Wario can also shoot out bikes as a projectile. And waft. That's why you not just zone him out. So you do have to move into him at some point, and once you do move into him, let's see. Mario's close range frame data isn't exactly the greatest. I mean, down tilt is kind of fast and does have decent follow-up potential. Jab doesn't really. Nor does grab. Well, not what I mean. Grab is like the one thing. What am I saying? Grab is the one thing that has somewhat decent follow-up potential up till, I guess, 2. So I guess ultimately you are trying to get in as Mario, and you're looking for Wario's jumps. And of course, Wario's trying to get you to commit, and then probably just chomp you. Because if he chomps right as you jump, then for the most part you're gonna get. If you drift in, you're gonna get hit. I'm confused. Yo, is that Stardust? Is that Barbust the Legend? It's also funny because Shadow's commentating this, and at one point starts calling Benson. He starts calling him Benson Bobama. Okay, game 2. Let's see if we can figure out anything from here. Battlefield. Well, I guess what is Wario once he does have waft? I think Nair I know is a setup, and then probably getting someone off onto the ledge. Of course, you're not going to get someone off onto the ledge until like at least mid percents with most of Wario's moves. Wario waft setups. Oh geez, I don't want to watch a video. Do we just have a list? No, it's just a video. Uh, I guess maybe what Benson isn't doing, or maybe Benson could be focusing on. Well, okay, Wario's got pretty good airspeed. He could try and focus on juggling him more, because that's one big weakness of Wario. Okay, I guess if you do just play patient and try and zone him out, you give him more time to get waft, but he still can't use waft if you're still zoning him out. He still doesn't really get an opportunity to use it too well unless he gets like a really hard read, like roll in and like short hop nair or something. I mean, I feel like the risk is much greater once he does have Waft, but I don't know, it feels like if you just zone him out, you still don't have to engage that risk really. It does increase it, but because of the unlikelihood of him getting the exact follow-up he needs makes it very much like less. It did like greatly decreases the risk. And yeah, it greatly decreases the potential increase in risk by the fact that he does have Waft. Up air to Waft, yeah. Down air to half. Second hit near to Waft. Waft bike for a 2-frame. Yeah. So again, gets the one off stage is a one Waft setup. The Nair, which you can zone out somewhat of Nair, which has kind of shitty range, so I guess you could whiff punish something with that, but aside from that, I'm not sure. Post chairs. Hi, Everins. Dare to half. Dare, same thing as Nair, and then up air, same thing as fair. I mean, same thing as Dare and Nair. So maybe that's it. Benson's just playing too aggressive. Starts off strong. Where I'll get this from. Calls out the back air and the jump. Wacky conversion. Then calls out the jump. Also, thanks for tuning in, Wood. Because I'm going to need this help. Okay, so now Wood just runs off. Chomp, and Benson runs in straight into it. I feel like what ends up happening here. Okay, so then he gets this. So he gets this quick conversion into that fair. And what might end up happening is that fact that like Benson got all that, he just like he already saw the success, like the reward, so he just keeps going in to try and extend it further. But at this point, like he's reaching for something that really isn't. He's reaching for a combo, or like a. He's reaching to maintain his advantage state that really isn't there anymore. And that gives Wood the chance to just take advantages of him rushing in to just string together some percent off the straight hits. So let's see, we got first this jump in, he gets down aired. Then we have him jumping into the bike. Which, okay, I guess the jump makes sense because he already starts dashing. And most likely isn't going to be able to shield in time. I guess with playing a more patient zone game, of course, that also involves just walking more, which Benson would be in. Okay. See, down tilt doesn't convert into anything. Tries to space it back here too close or something. Let's compare those backers because I'm curious. Wario hitbox visualization. Oh no! Oh no! No! I'm sad. I think the Mario hitbox visualization by Mishima is the one that doesn't have the back air hitbox, which is sad. So I don't know where we're gonna find that. Yeah, none of that stuff is here. There's the Mishima playlist. That's just for real stuff. Why not? Why don't they have Mario's hitboxes? I mean, this is the best we're gonna get, but I don't think it has back air. Nair. Down air. Up B. See if Doc has the back air included, and we can just base it off of that. Why? Has the buzz gone through Mario's hitboxes in Smash Forge? Sorry. Mine's nest analysis from Big Hat 7. I mean, if you want me to, I can take a look at it. I gladly do that. Like, I don't know. I've find it the last two streams. I actually do really enjoy looking at top player matches on stream. Anyway, won't find Bear F tilt, but keep in mind he has no hurt boxes on his fists. Bear F tilt for Wario. Stretchy bone mechanic hard to render. Yeah. See if the buzz and goes over any of Mario's hitboxes. I don't think so. Sonic, Sheik, Fox, Charizard, Diddy Kong, Marth, Bayo, Rosa, Cloud. I think that's it. Dang it. I have to get that mod or get on the Smash 4. I mean, on the Smash 4 tip boxes. Alright. So you're saying there's no hitbox? Yo, Big Head Wario? Just take a moment to appreciate this. Look at him. He's so happy. There's Nair. Okay, there's no hitboxes on back here. That's what you're telling me. Okay. Twitter dedicated to what hitboxes? Like, is there one for actual, like, the Wario hitboxes, or is it just the Kurogane stuff that he occasionally tweets out? Like, is it something that we can find right now? Because I'd be interested. Because I feel like Mario... Is there Luigi's... Okay, we can somewhat maybe go off of Luigi hitbox. Luigi hitboxes. That's Melee. There you go. Because I guess his back here is somewhat similar to Mario's. It's the best we can get at the moment. Wait, hold up. So that's up smash or is up tilt? Okay, that's his up tilt. I was scared for a moment. Okay, here you have back here. Okay. So maybe we can imagine this somewhat similar to Mario's. But I guess that still doesn't help us because we don't have Wario's to compare it to. Regardless, The fact that this trades means you have Wario at least has something to play with. With Mario is just a space back airs. Hmm. We're gonna trade this time. Let's see what this is. Fair with back air. Smash 4 hitboxes of Twitter. Ooh, I've never heard of this. This sounds cool. Smash 4 hitboxes Twitter. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see if we can find this. Wario. Oh shoot. Oh jeez, I'm missing all the buttons on my keyboard. Wario Bear from Smash 4 hitboxes. Huh. Alright, here's Wario. Oh, jeez, we're gonna have to scroll through all of these. Wait, let's see if maybe I'm just doing something wrong or just typing it like this. Wario does not have down tilt. Or I guess you were telling me that there's no hitbox visualization for it because it's wacky. Maybe that's the case. Mario there. Also, I'm sorry about this. I really should have done the homework beforehand, but I didn't, which is my bad. Okay, so they don't have those hitboxes. Because I still don't really know what the counterplay is against Wario. Like, I don't know. I guess effectively it ends up being that Mario and Wario are essentially the same. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good question. Wario and Mario are essentially the same character, just that Mario's a little bit better close up and just has a more consistent punish game, which I guess would be a place where Benson sometimes falls apart because he's good when his opponent's in disadvantage, but like combo game itself, he doesn't play too. He doesn't. I mean, Benson's not exactly the always optimal kind of guy. Matchup chart V6. Alright, let's find the Wario ones. Let's see what Zenyu has to say about Mario, and let's see what Gluttony or whoever has to say about Wario. Reflex C4. Oh. Let's see what. Okay, doesn't give us much. Zenyu says Wario slightly losing. I mean, I guess that's it. Mario's just Wario, but with a slightly better combo game. Actually, is this? I don't know. I guess that's just the video. That's a little bit awkward dimensions. Wario hitboxes or what? Is that? Oh, that's a waft. Okay. Alright. So immediately just chomps him for charging Flood, so yeah, I guess it's not safe at all, really. I mean, really, like, if he's anywhere remotely close to somewhere where Wario can get quickly, he can't charge Flood, because, like, the quickest way to do it is stop that shield canceling, and Chomp just stuffs that out entirely. That is one thing, I guess, that Wario struggles with, is that he doesn't exactly have the best vertical hitboxes. Of course, he can compensate with decent drift. I know I've seen this from, like, a little bit of Melee, and namely that, like, versus Jigglypuff, Fox can just space full hop nairs. Oh, your matchup chart. I guess you can just tell me here. What do you think of Wario? Um, and that if you just space nairs with like both, I guess Jigglypuff and Melee Jigglypuff and Wario. Well, with Melee Jigglypuff, the idea is that the only thing Jigglypuff can really do to challenge that is with an up air, which is unsafe. So if Fox mixes up his drift, he can then just get under an up smash. Um, and so for the most part, Jigglypuff is forced to give up stage. Although I feel like you can just space around that with the back air. And I guess it's the same case with Wario. He doesn't exactly have the best ways to hit people who are directly above him. He does have up smash, but his run speed isn't the greatest. So if you like jump forward and then drift back, you can't really catch that too well. You do give up a lot of stage. Oh. And I guess maybe this could help giving me a picture of like how Wario functions. Why do you think either that why do you think that Wario isn't like what is like super good about Wario they can do, or why do you think he's trash? Like just give me some explanation that's like a notable detail about him, because right now I can't I can't find anything that's like really I can't really find anything notable that's worth that I can really make sense of. I guess maybe it has to do with the fact that I've never really looked in depth of how to beat characters with really good air drift, which is something that's not exactly the most common in this game, and that's what makes Wario stand out. I mean, that's what's okay. You can't shield in the air, so you stay grounded and you throw, or you throw out anti-airs if the opponent's jumping a lot, or projectiles. Except Mario doesn't exactly have the greatest projectiles in this situation. So I guess you just I guess what Benson should be doing instead of running in all the time is just playing a little bit more grounded spacing and seeing when Wario is jumping so he can call those out. Because if Wario is not jumping... Okay, I mean, if Mario is just dashing or walking back and forth, Wario can, of course, take stage. But he's definitely not going to be able to, like, really punish... I mean, Mario moves faster than Wario, so he's not exactly going to be able to punish a dash back too well. And then Mario can just sort of sit there and wait for Wario's jump habits until he can recognize those. Send me all I got for Wario hitboxes. Okay. 3 photos. Even more photos. Okay. Yo, is that a dabbing Wario? Let's go. Okay, I mean, I guess I can pull them up on Facebook Messenger. Hold up. Just in case it becomes necessary later. I don't know if there's... Okay, so you got me up air, you got waft. Okay. I don't know. If these become useful, I'll pull them up later. It's like a mosquito weave in and out. Right, but like, what do you accomplish with that weaving in and out? Okay, so I guess the reason... You're right, okay, the opponent has to move in at some point or else Wario gets waft. And once Wario has waft, he's much more dangerous. Of course, you can't shield in the air, so if Mario can jump at the exact same time Wario can and just throw it a back air, which is probably faster than anything Wario has, because Mario's back air is silly, maybe then... let's see, back air, frame 6, okay. I for some reason think it's frame 5. I mean, the best thing Wario has to stuff out to fight horizontally is back air and fair. Fair doesn't really have much of a disjoint. Back air isn't very fast. Well, let's see what happens, I guess, in the games Benson wins and see if we can figure something out from this. It's called out the back of there for doing what? Rolling out of flood or... Okay, rolling out of flood. Hold up. Poke, 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 waft. Only need 30 to 90% of Wario's ridiculous footstool and jab reset stuff. Does he really have ridiculous footstool stuff on non-floaties though? Because I know it's I've played Debone Man a fair share, and his Fox it sort of you get grabbed and you miss a tech or whatever he reads your tech after the down throw, right? Then you get messed up. But what about floatier characters? Okay, he goes for a full up back air. It tries to whiff punish it, but misses. I mean, my biggest question is just how is Wario keeping up with Mario in the percents without getting big waft stuff? This is just pokes and he's keeping up, and I don't get that. And I mean, I guess that's just because Benson keeps running in at inopportune times. I mean, I guess that's probably it. You're a character that doesn't really have, well, I mean, Wario doesn't exactly have the best disjoint, so I guess moving towards him somewhat negates that, and that's the issue here. But does he have anything against floatier characters like Mario in terms of wacky punish game aside from just the whatever waft setups he has? That's my question. I guess I don't know. It's not too relevant in the current situation anyway. His range sucks, but his data is okay. So stuff out where they will be, yeah. So I guess floaty equals footstool. Oh, okay. What do you convert into footstool? Nair or what? It sucks, but his frame data is okay. Jab kind of sucks, but dash attack's pretty good. Except for end lag. F tilt, super big end lag. Down tilt's solid. Especially because it has a chance to trip. Okay, mainly I guess it's his grounded frame data kind of sucks, but his aerial frame data definitely is alright. So then how do you play around that? Well, I guess I'm looking for ways why Benson's beating you right now when he's not really beating you. So maybe I'm just trying to look for two different things right now. Uh, well, I guess that means okay. Wario's aerial mobility is all right. Actually, okay. So maybe the idea is. I'm sorry, if you want me to, I can just move on to the matches that you lost because those are much more relevant to you. And right now, I'm really just trying to figure out for me how Wario works and how you play against him. But where's he? Seems to be that when he's on the ground, you just when he's on the ground, his burst range is kind of shit, is kind of mediocre. So you can just camp pretty close. Like you can stand next to him, then he better than he can stand next to you. And then once he jumps, you give up a little bit of space, but of course, then I guess he just keeps jump. Well, let's see. If he jumps and drifts forward, you can just anti-air him. Of course, you could like bait drift forward and then drift back and then punish that. Hmm. And of course, if you don't do anything, then nothing happens, and he gets more waft charge. Where's Wario? I'm blind. Short hop fastball, 24 frames. Oh, that's not that bad. I don't know. Let's keep watching it. See if we can learn something. No, I probably should have done. I should have watched like one of those gluttony sets or something. Anyway, yeah, instant dash attack to burst. It's not. You guys you shield at a distance, because that's I guess the thing is instant dash attack is hardly safe, but I mean it gets the job done. Best air mobility in the game, yeah. Hmm. Well, you gave me one hell of a problem. I don't know. Uh, this is wacky that Benson didn't get really hit right here. Okay, so now we're all the way at kill percent. Okay, where did Benson take all this percent from this stock? Like, actually, because he took the first stock, right? Oh, no, you guys traded, right? Wait, is this game? No, this is game 2. Okay, so... I guess one of the questions is, can Wario whiff punish nearly as, like, anything remotely close to, say, whiff punish, using his air mobility, anything close to, say, in the way that, like, Fox can whiff punish with dash attack? Because then you've got something pretty solid, especially consider like that in conjunction with the fact that you always have to approach him because of waft. I mean, the one answer, the very simple answer then might be to just zone him out at all times and not care about waft, because like if you just keep zoning him out, he doesn't really get too good of an opportunity to even set up waft in the first place, so it's not really a threat. Uh, hmm. feel like so much of the set was spent out last stock scenarios. Alright, you cause jumping up here. That is one thing you. So I guess going directly above Wario kill percents is not the best idea, especially because he can drift so well. So I guess, yeah, if he just stays on that platform and moves back a bit, there's a threat of Chomp, but Chomp's not going to kill. You have no idea for what. Dash attack and fair and air is pretty busted. I mean, Mario's Chomp comes out frame 8. Or maybe instead the idea is that you just engage Wario before he has Waft, and when you just scrap with him, you're going to be able to get more off your follow-ups, because, well, I mean, Wario's low percent punish game is okay. Well, I don't know, maybe that's the answer. What's a set where like a Wario has gotten, or like Gluttony or something has gotten absolutely destroyed? Smash 4. Fatality Gluttony. Oh, this one that's the one where he beat, what's his name? Okay. Let's look at this and see what happens. Oh geez, 25 minutes long. Yeah, let's just see a few games of this and see what happens. Especially Fatality probably has some experience in this matchup, considering reflexes flowed, I think, or somewhere around there. I guess that is one thing Wario does have trouble covering in general, is roll back. Because like if you don't let him get directly on top of you, then he really can't move fast enough to cover the rollback. Okay. And there he's already running and Card catches it. I am confused. How does this character work? Why is this character so low on tier lists? Or what am I missing? Sorry, not following chat the best. What are you saying? No, I've already seen this set, so I saw the end. But yeah, I agree, it does get really close. Narrow to shield, yeah, it's pretty good. Except that, I mean, it's only going to hit people if they don't space out of shield well. What frame does it hit 2 of an air come out on? 15, yeah. So fatality with bite off the ledge, stage right, roll back to the card with bite and dash attack. No good, you got reps and lose to sword. Why does he lose to sword? Is it just because the swords can safely pressure him and still, like, they can space, but, like, in a way that's close enough to him? They can just space attacks, but in a way that they can be at a safe enough distance so they still threaten him while he can't really threaten back. So, like, the fact that you have to approach him because of waft is somewhat, like, the inconsistency between playing just spacing attacks plus having to approach because of waft is just sort of negated there because the large disjoints are white, so you never get in. Like Lucina and Shulk are terrible. So you can't. So you can't really whiff punish too well with your aerial drift, like in the same way a grounded whiff punish character like Fox or Falcon could. Gluttony versus Purple H. Okay, thanks. Well, let's just watch the end of this game, because I'm curious. As you lose stock. Oh, okay, back here. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, this is over. Not really, but... Okay, Gluttony, Purple H. Purple H, German? Yo, I'm not advertising on Pushblock stream. Okay. I'll just, like, watch one game. Okay, you too? Let's get a cloud set, just so I can get an idea. You're right, Zibby. Another thing Gluttony sent you. That was just still combos. That's nutty. I don't see anything on Wario that's like particularly bad, but I don't see anything that's particularly good either. Because like, yeah, he gets a strong punish game, but like, there are a lot of characters in this game with as strong punish game. So, I will not as strong, but like maybe slightly less strong, but way more consistent. And nothing is exactly that safe that Wario does, but he can just sort of move around pretty well because his drift is so good. Actually, I'm curious. Let's see if I can find your matchup chart on. Wait, I'm gonna go to code on SSB World. I can't type. What's Wario matchup chart? Yo, you leave me Brawler alone. Very hard, Shulk. Why would Shulk be any worse than Cloud? Like, I'm actually confused there. Okay, here's a question. This might give me some light. Why is Wario Fox bad for Wario? Cause like, okay, he's better with punishing you. The punish game is equal to, if not stronger, to that of Mario's. But he's still, and I guess his close-up frame data is much more dangerous and potent. Like is much better and more dangerous than Mario. Okay, never mind, that makes sense. So like he can basically just do like scrap with you and win out more often than not if he plays it right. I mean, if he plays at the same level. Wait. That's not right. There we go. Why do you think Wario then is slight disadvantage for Wario? Fox, I have that as Wario, okay. Well, what about a Mario v Wario matchup? Why is that Mario's favor, not even? Mario's heavy, so you can make mistakes, yeah. Hold up, why are these dimensions weird? Like half the screen is cut off. Is this how it is on YouTube? Or did I accidentally hit some option? I am concerned. YouTube, push, block. Actually, do I still have it? No, okay. Push, block, gaming. Let's find this out again. Sorry, I just want to make sure that I didn't actually like screw something up on my stream thing, or whether it's like this on YouTube too. Yeah, something on the dimensions might be a little bit off, but I can. Actually, yeah, something on the dimensions is significantly off. I'm actually concerned here. Does it show up on the stream that the edges are like chopped off? Okay, not really. No, it definitely does. That's weird. Okay, anyway. Juggles hard, has more consistent kill options. Gluttony even lost to some random stroke in a recent turn he liked badly. Okay. So I guess then the issue is with Benson is that like he played neutral fine. It's just he didn't punish nearly as hard as he could have. Especially because yeah, Wario's landing options are kind of shit. It's weird because like in this game, it seems like he's going in just as much as he was last time, but it's working. I'm gonna say with that Nair, he somewhat calls out a drop habit, and then just catches your landing. Kind of greedy down there, I guess. And then I guess then he really starts juggling. Okay. So I mean, he's just playing normally, but he actually does like take advantage of why he's kind of meh disadvantaged state. And that's why it works out. Where would the up smash come from? Oh wait, shoot, is that this up? This up smash was like I don't know. I mean, I guess you always jump off a bike, but it was still whack. That's cool. I guess that's the one thing you can do somewhat well versus Wario is that once he's shielding, if you can poke a shield in a somewhat safe manner, he can't really contest that too well. Because like the best he has is like Nair and up out of shield. Of course, then the difficult part is catching him in shield in the first place because drift plus aerials means that you can sort of like, if you're trying to catch him with your own aerials, he can just sort of drift away and engage when he wants to. Hmm. What do you mean by he's not respecting me, so he's stuffing me out? No, I didn't go over that because like at the rate that I usually analyze, especially in this case, because like I actually have no clue what's going on. Um, I don't typically get through. I usually typically only get through one match per night, and you use both characters in this set, so I just decided to go with that. So I'm stuck in disadvantage. Okay. So that I guess that is the counter to Wario. Just play aggressive and then really push your like play somewhat aggressive and then really push your advantage. But I mean, there's not. I mean, he doesn't have good landing hitboxes, but there's a lot of characters. What's his fastball speed in comparison to other characters? It's like, okay, he doesn't have good landing hitboxes, which I mean is fair, but there's a lot of characters that don't have good landing hitboxes either and still keep up, but I guess that's because of a more consistent punish game. 24th fastball speed. I guess maybe that's why. Just comes down to the fact that, yeah, he has the potential for an insane punish game, but unless he gets like a nair, he's not really converting into much. And for the most part, as long as you play patient and space your, like, as long as your juggle game is well spaced, he's not really going to get a chance to get in there. Yeah, and I guess he doesn't really, well, he does have ledge drop chomp, which is an okay ledge option because a lot of, like, a fair share of ledge traps involve just shielding at the ledge, but I guess, yo, does Wario have a frame 4 air dodge? I actually would not be surprised. Oh, okay, frame 3. So he's not completely screwed by ledge trumping. Yeah. I mean, I guess he doesn't have the great, well, because his drift is so good, ledge drop air dodge is a pretty solid option. So yeah, I guess take the hit, go to ledge. And he does all right there. Of course, versus characters that just have disjoints where they can pressure ledge, from, like they can ledge trap from a decent distance. And I guess yeah, he gets screwed over. And it's not like ledge drop double jump chomp is exactly safe because a fair share of characters can probably punish that, maybe even with a kill. Yeah. I guess yeah, there's a problem with jumping is that none of it's exactly safe if it's close to your opponent. Huh, okay, so that's somewhat significant. Because like unless he fast falls, in which case let's see what he can do with drop fast fall aerials. Unless he fast falls, if he did commit to an aerial, pretty like a rising aerial, he can't really do rising aerials basically. So let's see. Nair autocast is frame 44, and we said it was like 27, 26, 25 frames of short hop fastball, I think. Where's Wario? I'm blind. There we go. Let's just keep that up. I don't know why I scrolled away. Okay. 24 frames short hop fastball, 35 frames short hop. So like if he definitely does any sort of rising aerial with 35 frame one, you can definitely punish that. And then 24 does anything auto cancel with that. Not in air. Fair doesn't. Back air won't. Okay, right there. So I guess maybe Wario struggles somewhat to deal with opponents that are short hopping all over the place in his face. Because like a character like I guess sword characters can do that where they throw an aerial and they drift away, and Wario can't really punish, and at the same time Wario can't really do much about that. Because and especially he's not going to be throwing. Well, I guess sword characters is a different story, but versus a character like, so let's say Fox or Mario, for example. If Mario is just short hopping in his face and downering things, then short hop rising. I mean, I guess drift away nair, like rising drift away nair is going to be somewhat safe, especially with the second hit. But other than that, Fox and Mario and characters like that can sort of just jump in his face, and like Mario has cross up down air, Fox and space nairs, or cross up those nairs. And then Wario can't really do much to contest that. You can go for a hard reach, short hop, rising aerial, but that's not safe if the Fox doesn't. I mean, if the opponent doesn't. I mean, a short hop, Wario has up tilt to beat blatant aerial spam. Yeah, but I guess up tilt isn't exactly the most safe either. Or is that up tilt? 36, yeah. I mean, it's not the easiest reaction window if you're not looking for it. But I mean, if you're not short hopping his face, then I guess you're looking for the anti-air options. Hmm. Partial intangibility. Oh, head and hands intangible 5 through 23. That's neat. And of course, if you're just short hopping from a distance, you can just launch himself forward with an aerial. But I guess it's just you mix up well. If you can mix up well once you get close to him, he doesn't exactly have the, aside from like maybe using nair to cover rolls and things like that. Okay, I guess rising nair, then drifting hard one way to cover like a roll or something, or just like drift away from the opponent so it doesn't get whiff punished, does do a good job of covering a lot of options. But aside from that, maybe the answer is you just scrap with him at close ranges and mix up well, and he can't really cover nearly as many options as the opponent can cover. Maybe. Bike is a good way to yeah, versus sword characters, I guess, yeah. Because oh yeah, bike was the one that was frame 20, or something like that. Where is it? Mario Bike 20. Okay, I keep mixing up the bike and chomp frame data because I keep thinking like, oh, bite is like Yoshi's tongue or whatever, which I guess is not really the case. Anyway, getting through this match one day. When did we start? How long have we been going? Yo, I've been talking into a mic for an hour and 33 minutes. Jesus. I can't figure out Wario. But yeah, okay, so I guess that's the theory. Maybe. Not only does he not get as good punishes at close range, he doesn't scrap too well at the close ranges either. Why are the borders on this video messed up? I hit like one button and it got like screwed up. I want to figure this out real quickly. I hit one button, so it has to be somewhere in the No, sorry, I just want to figure this out. Aspect ratio. Default. Come on, why is this weird? No. There we go. Okay. That was frustrating me. Sorry about that. Anyway, game 4. Okay, so Benson in that game pushed his advantage better with the juggles. There was at one point where he got a series of up airs, got the kills much earlier. The first one was the first. Okay, no, the second one was the up smash. What was the first kill? It was also, let's see. Oh yeah, so there was the up smash to catch the jump, and then the up smash to catch the landing later. So he just pressed his advantage better in that game, and then he won. Although it still got pretty close. Okay. Game 4. Match with Komaru. I'll definitely look at that later. I don't want to spend just all the time on this stream looking at other. I mean, I could, but like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this should be just research that, like, homework I should have done before analyzing the set. Buzz gives me a slapping too. I guess I'll take a look. Maybe if we still have time after the set. Okay. So this one Benson also wins. How on earth did that up air not hit? What the? Yo, what a good character. Oh, okay, I mean, if the hitbox isn't much outside his hands, that makes sense. But yo, is up air only active for 1 frame? Okay, it's got 2. It's not completely like, dear God, how on earth do you land this? I guess one thing that isn't very strong versus Wario, because he does have a fair share of he does have a fair share of lasting hitboxes, and with dash attack and bike being like decent burst options, I feel like one thing that isn't very good versus Wario that Wario's pretty good at stuffing out is just dashing, because I don't know. I guess he's not really throwing out all that many hitboxes because they're not the most safe. Hold up. Let me check this on Nair. Nair has 12 frames of landing lag, right? Let's see. 12 frames landing lag does 4%, so that probably has like 3 frame shield stun, but let's just check. 4, 1.75. Actually, that's not right. 4 divided by 1.75 plus 2. Okay, so it's got 4 frame shield stun. So 4. So we got 12 minus 4, 8, 7, and then you'd have 1 frame to do something. So it's minus on cross up, but it's not a guaranteed punish on cross up. You do have some mix ups because like the fastest thing, I mean, like if you're playing against like ZSS or Little Mac, they could turn around jab, but that'd still be 1 frame late. Oh, I guess that's assuming Nair connects right before you land, which it most likely won't. So I guess it isn't the safest on cross up unless you like delay it or something. But I guess if you drift it away where the person's gonna have to run into the hitbox before you land, if you like short hop Nair drift away, then it's probably somewhat safe. Except then you'll land right in front of them. But if you could space outside of grab range, then maybe. So I guess it's safe to say retreating Nair is somewhat safe. Space, retreating bear, and downsell are safe on shield. Yeah. I almost feel like backer wouldn't be. Okay, I mean retreating backer, I guess. Because you can't fast fall it. It does a ridiculous amount of damage. But I feel like once you shield it, you just run forward. Let's see. Okay, calculator. I mean, it depends on how much faster running is like the given character's run is than Wario's airspeed. Because I don't know what these numbers I don't know what the 1.21 means, and it upsets me because I wish there was some way to actually compare people's run so I could like figure out like, okay, given this much amount of time and they're both one's full drifting back in the air, the other's full held forward on the ground, which one reaches the point first. I wish I could do that, but as of now I don't have a method to. I don't know of any way to do that. This is airspeed, so Wario's 1.21. Assuming these are the same number, 2.184, so maybe he runs twice as fast as Wario drifts. Then I guess Fox might be able to just shield the backline punish, but I guess Fox is really good at punishing anything in general. What about Wario? I guess Mario probably couldn't. Where is he? Where he at? Control fine. Oh, that's airspeed. Yeah, I guess Mario probably not, because there's frame disadvantage there in terms of moving back since he has to drop shield first. Anyway, that's just rambling. Yeah. Yo, landing upper. Landing upper would be sick. I don't know. Landing uppers in general are cool. Like Toon Link's landing upper. What was that? Wario up air. Oh, up air only has 12 frames of lag. Huh. Did I learn? Yeah, that's definitely safe on shield. Crossed up. And honestly, well, I guess because the roll doesn't activate immediately. It's not safe on shield if placed in front. Let's continue watching this and see what else there is that we can figure out. Wait, so then did you go Olimar versus the one set where you like came very close to or beat Percy? Shoot, oh shoot, I just restarted. Dang it. Where was I? Okay. Maybe I'll just watch it stock over. Catches the dash with a nair. So yeah, anyway, this whole string about talking about nair being safe, I guess, yeah, that does mean Wario is pretty good at catching dashes because nair is like somewhat safe. Like full drift forward nair would cross up. Okay, right, but oh, well, no, it's just full drift back nair because full drift forward nair would then connect to like much sooner on shield and therefore have more time before it hits the ground. So then the opponent would be able to act sooner to punish while you're still in lag. But again, I guess, yeah, Mario, Benson hasn't exactly gotten any very many really very many big openings. Which I guess again reinforces the point that like if you're not punishing Wario really hard, he isn't really that bad. Fancy down smash. What is that even? I guess okay, he drifts forward with the fireball and then it's like interesting that you wouldn't just shield. I mean I guess he's scared of the F throw or something. So that was just a mix up. Oh, did you get fourth run? Okay. Sorry, it was I meant I mix up names a lot when I'm not thinking through everything I say to the fullest. So yeah, I probably meant Wario when I said Olimar. But easy game to watch, okay. That was what I wanted to know anyway. Sorry about that. So I guess I can really see what you mean now when you say he's bait and punish character, because it really is all about that close range scrapping. Skirmishing, I guess, was the word that Zivian Cells like to use. That was a good recovery. Right, help. How did Benson all of a sudden get this lead? So he kills you with the up smash. Calls out the jump, okay. Down air. Punishes. Okay. So he's actually, again, like, actually converting. And yeah, I guess a combination of some unfortunate choices from disadvantage plus Benson actually converting means he actually does get some decent percent off. And then another nice juggle, plus the bike does a ridiculous amount of percent. Okay, that's where it all comes from. That was a good drift back off stage. And then he... Where's this idea for this F smash come from? I guess the fair is somewhat a bait. And then he just drifts out of range and F smashes. Alright. I guess, well, not really, because if you're trying to whiff punish the fair, you would have just dash attacked, I feel like. Which would have been faster. And reached far enough. Yo, is that Stow Tap? Yeah, no, that down smash against the roll was just a mix-up, which made sense because Benson just got forward thrown, so he'd probably be scared of another forward throw because it was fresh in his mind. Super active and quick, yeah, it's definitely one of his faster grounded options. Yeah, I agree with that. Would try to fight out instead of reset to neutral. I think with that recovery bit was just awareness. It was like, okay, well at this point you know you're gonna get hit by a bike. You're drifting back and air dodging. The bike's flying at the exact same trajectory at you. And I guess yeah, okay, that was impressive that you were just ready to mash down BU after seeing this, or just really quick reaction time. I don't know, that was cool. Regardless of what the reason was, it was cool. Oh, thanks, Stotep. Ohio PR is in shambles. When is an Ohio PR in shambles? Yeah. What is Bike's health? Just breaks after 2 hits, or is it just a percent thing? Oh, that edge guard setup? Yeah. Okay, anyway. Continuing on, we made it to the last game. Okay, actually 2 hours for a Game 5 set isn't awful. What are we at now? Hour 50? Okay. It's probably going to go over a bit of 2 hours, but 2 hours for a 5-game set isn't terrible, especially when I don't have any clue what these characters do. That's another thing I'm kind of lacking on, is understanding of Mario. I played Ally at Big House, and he's just like, yeah, you realize you can just you can just catch all my landings with dash attack and it'll win. And I was like, wait, what? So, like, up until then, I thought, like, Mario would be able to trade with Nair and down air and things like that. But apparently, aside from, like, well-timed back air, or Dare, I guess, because last hit Dare is huge, there's not really too much Mario can do. So, yeah. I don't understand Mario too well either. Anyway, here we get the Game & Watch, which I guess makes sense, because of Benson. Okay, yeah, Benson just took the last 2 games after Wario, so maybe he has something figured out. Oh god, now we have to learn a whole new character. Ah! We only have 10 active players. I mean, you kind of do, though. Well, I guess Colonies, let's see, doesn't go to much. And I see plenty of Ohio players at tournaments. Especially, like, I don't know, I haven't been to much that's, like, in, like, deep Ohio, but, like, I've been to quite a few Cincy tournaments. And you have a few people there. You're Cincy, right, Wood? Okay, just and watch for a more grounded game now. That makes sense. Because I guess you did die to up smashes like 3 times in the past 4 games. I mean, the past 2 games that you lost. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's see. What is Game & Watch good at? Game & Watch has an invincible up smash. Game & Watch has good grab follow-ups. So I guess he is looking for the grab. Dash attack is, again, like a similar situation like Wario's, and somewhat difficult to react to, maybe. Late hit. Well, I guess depending on when it hits, it does extra shield damage. Ooh. But no, okay, yeah, it's definitely not safe on shield. That's definitely not. It's definitely easy to react to, I guess, is what I'm saying. So he's got. I mean, Dash Attack does launch him forward pretty far. His jab is pretty good just because of how much range it has, I feel like. So, doesn't have the best close-up frame data. Down tilt's. I guess down tilt's just kind of fast. Oh, okay. Slower than I thought. Up smash. Up smash is solid. And then aerial wise, can't really auto cancel anything out of short hop, really, can he? Mr. Game & Watch 25. Okay, so basically the same jump data as Wario. Huh, that's funny. I guess it makes sense considering you seem to play both characters pretty well. Yo, sending me more videos? Yo, are these the Game & Watch hitboxes? The lucrative Game & Watch hitboxes? I think we're good for now. I'll pull them up if I need information on them, but thanks. Katagiri was never really PR though, was he? Are you saying Game & Watch has a good juggle game? Which I guess makes sense. The combination of up smash and down tilt and up air to keep people in the air until like you can actually hit them. So yeah, I guess I feel like I've heard people say before that like Game & Watch is like I don't know. I guess both all these characters I've been looking at play a lot like Mario, and Mario's just the best one at it because he's got the most consistent punish game. That was a good reaction. That was a good, I don't know, whatever reaction read or whatever that was. Oh yeah, and Game Watch I guess is faster on the ground, so that helps with juggling. Game Watch also has the disjointed aerials, which help, I guess, against spacing out Mario. Although, I guess the question is how safe are they? Because good luck with that, Stotep. Dash shield is super good. I mean, what does he have that makes his dash shield any particularly better than anyone else's? Okay, so fair and back air, I guess, aren't exactly the same. But I guess all Game Watch is pretty good aerial drift, so you can retreat with them pretty well. And then again, I guess it's a matter of the opponent's ground speed on whether or not they can punish them. Airspeed 12 through 13. I don't know how that. Oh, the chaos. You can see how it compares here. Airspeed 1.2 or something. 1.12, whereas Wario is a nice 1.2. 1. Okay. I mean, there's some difference, but I guess yeah, it depends on the opponent's ground speed whether or not they're safe. But if you can space them, then yeah. If you can't space them somewhat effectively, then you could use them to zone out Mario, which is, of course, is one of his weaknesses. Super low fast, so you can dash around and shield flawlessly. Aerial deceleration, as in it's like busted or it's sad. Probably busted. Are you saying like his dash length is like it has a super low fast or something? Because I doubt drop shield is any different among him than any other characters, unless I'm missing something, of course. Game and Watch dash length. Where's that? Oh, it's not listed here. Gotta find it in the other place. Jeez, thanks, Kuragane. Make me go all the way to a different list to find stuff. Just kidding. I love all this. All these numbers. These wonderful, wonderful numbers. Where's it? Dash length, dash length. Dash length. Game. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. that's pretty good. Frame 9 dash. So I can shield super fast. So I always don't get really too well when people talk about Marth and Lucina, saying like, oh yeah, Marth and Lucina have super good dash dances, because like you look at the numbers like, I don't know if 17 locking yourself at a shield for 17 frames is really a good idea. So like, I don't know. Just a fun thought. Anyway. So yeah, that's definitely true about so a good point about Game Watch having a really good dash shield. Dash attack pretty good for catching landings. That was sick. And I guess with up B, Game Watch doesn't really have the worst disadvantage. With up B plus is pretty good drift. At least lagging and safest job in the game. Shoot, what do I want to look up? Oh yeah, jab. This is what you're talking about. I want to see this. Yo, you right? I mean, it comes out later than most, but because of that, I don't know, like has a super low first actual frame. So yeah, you're right. That's pretty good. Although, no, yeah, I guess that warrants some pretty good jab mix-ups. Then I guess Game & Watch sort of suffers as a character for the similar reasons as Wario does. Like, if you just scrap with him and he can punish you better than you can punish him. I mean, you can punish him better than he can punish you. He does have more consistent killing, I guess, with 2-2. And pretty good up smash. Yeah. Disadvantage state, he doesn't have the best options from the ledge, but I guess up B always throws everything for a flip because it can do some damage, and then low lag, high startup, okay. Oh, well, high startup I guess is a fair point. So if you can get around jab, like if you can get close enough, then I guess if you like just bully him at really close range. Granted, up B has a pretty decent hitbox out of shield, right? That's like your Discord picture anyway, isn't it? Okay, you sent me the things, but I'm just gonna see if we can get it all on a nice full Game & Watch hitboxes. So I think, yeah, okay, they're listed here. Up B. Oh yeah, that's not. Let's see if you linked that to me. Did you link that to me? Oh yeah, light drop nair. Is that how safe is? Oh, I guess I should read everything you wrote. Light drop, yeah. I guess, are you talking about just lead drop, straight up lead drop nair, or like lead drop double jumping back on stage with nair? Uh, that's up smash. That's up air. That's nair. No up beat rip. Game Watch's nair is actually sick though. It's huge. What is that? Nair hit 4, comes out frame 22, and does 4%. I guess because it has so much range, if you can drift far enough past your opponent, 12 frames landing lag doesn't really mean much. Because it'll lock your opponent's shield for at least 7, because if you can drift outside of shield drop, shield grab range, then they have to drop shield first, so at least 7, 4 frame shield lag, because 4%. 4 frames shield stun. So at least 11 there, yeah, it's gonna be safe. Okay, yeah. That's a good point. So I guess, I don't know, Game & Watch's disadvantage stage is pretty good, it seems. Yeah, I feel like with with ledge trapping, Game and Watch, you sort of just have to give them a lot of space, which makes, I mean, you can't really threaten with ledge trump then, so you can just sort of wait around and mix up timings and makes neutral gut up. I guess not as hard to punish. Nah, definitely harder with some with I mean maybe not with Fox, but other characters definitely. So yeah. So disadvantage isn't awful. Close range game is mediocre, and then survivability, and then I guess not really getting very many meaningful hits at higher percents is what makes him mediocre. And so yeah, I guess both versus both Game and Watch and Wario, you just sort of play your normal game and for the most part should come out on top, I guess. As long as you know what is and isn't safe. Yo, all the smash attacks. It also seems like Benson started jumping a lot and you're calling that out. A lot of these aerials. Wait, how did Benson close the gap, I guess is my question. Because you definitely killed him much earlier than... Yeah, okay. Up throw, up air. So shielding outside of his range where he wouldn't be able to run in and grab is pretty effective. Fuck, he doesn't have a Fox Bear to save the pressure shield and threaten to kill percents. Yeah. Yeah. Um... What would you say? You said something that was worth looking at. What is it? Regular getup. Okay, I'm curious about that. Ledge options. Neutral getup. Pac-Man. Oh, wait. What am I doing? Game and Watch. Like I said, I guess it's normal. I mean, it's a normal timing, but I can imagine it definitely looks weird because of how he moves. Yeah, as opposed to other characters. Geez, why can't I navigate these tabs? Yeah, although, I mean, the combination of strong, well, okay, I guess the combination of strong but slow but somewhat safe dash attacks, as far as what I know, I mean, smash attacks, as far as what I know from Meta Knight, means he probably does end up with a pretty decent ledge trap game. So, like, as long as you get a hit that knocks them off stage, you have a strong chance of killing them. I was ready to get up that as normal. Oh, okay. Although, I guess I don't know if you really react to the frame where he's vulnerable so much of the animation beforehand, but yeah, I can definitely see where that trips people up. Oh, so like hold jab to cover neutral getup or what? Yeah, regular and roll. And probably ledge. So I mean, I doubt. I don't know, killing doesn't seem like it's that difficult. But, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's definitely weaker than, say, a character like Fox who has kill setups off of everything. Or, I don't know, some other character that's good at killing Cloud. Yeah. Does Game & Watch struggle with sword characters? Because, like, I guess versus Mario, Mario can't really space him out with backers because Game & Watch has the disjointed aerials that outrange Mario. But Game & Watch doesn't exactly give people as much of a reason to approach as Wario does, so I feel like he also has struggles a little bit with getting zoned out. Hold up. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, that's regular get up to jab. Yeah, I get. Okay, but like versus Mario, then I guess you can like he. I guess that's why Benson would keep running at you in this situation is because he's sort of like he has to engage you at closer range because he can't really outrange your aerials. Down air forward throw. Alright, he back throws you or something. And then I guess he gets a quick combo to take your stock. Yo, what's with Benson getting a crap ton of grabs at kill percent? There was like one set he played with cells that I think I was commentating, and he got like eight grabs at kill percent and like back through him like a bunch of times, and like he got so stale to the point where he was like a 130 like or 150 an hour in killing. But I don't know. For what I've talked with Benson, I don't know, his playstyle seems very like he's like really good at fishing, so I guess that would be why. I don't know. It's not really relevant. Uh, Benson's spending a lot of distance away from you over here. Tries to bait in a dash in, but you shield the down air. Which I guess is again alluding to the point that you brought up earlier that Game Watch's dash is pretty good. This right here is just funny, just like F tilt, up smash, fair. I mean F smash. Yeah, Benson's really good at calling out just those like movement habits, and I guess I feel like that's what you kind of have to do as Mario. Because like that's pretty much any successful Mario player does that a lot. I don't know about Zenyu. I haven't seen much of Zenyu, but like Ally, Anti, and Smash, not Smash One, uh, Benson seem to all be pretty good at that. About just like adapting and reading their opponent's movement. Game Watch is an air sick. Yo, neutral. Look at all this neutral. Yeah, Benson really wants to grab. And I guess you keep rolling back. Game Watch doesn't exactly have the best roll, so you can't really whiff punish in time. There he gets the up smash, but doesn't really kill. Sofa freaking out in the background is great. Dude, Sofa's like the biggest Benson fan, and it's wonderful. This was so fun to watch in person. Everyone's like, oh shit. This is like the longest last hit, last stock scenario I've ever seen. I'm honestly surprised Benson like didn't really find anything out this really long time of just dashing back and forth. And I guess just shows how tense the moment was in this whole scenario. Because like, I don't know, you guys were just dashing back and forth for so long, and Benson just couldn't find what he needed. And that's usually what Benson's really good at, is just finding that one, the opening to get that like up smash or whatever. And I guess that means you're doing a good job mixing every movement. Yeah. So I guess that's interesting about Game & Watch and Wario both, is that unless you're like a sword character that can just zone them out, for the most part you can pretty freely just what am I looking for? You can pretty free like no, not pretty unless you can pretty freely zone them out as a sword character. There's not like one counterplay strategy to them, like one simple solution like there are with a lot of other characters. It's just so well, Game & Watch maybe because he can't really force you to approach as well, but like with Wario especially, it's just like you just play your normal game, and if you do it right, I mean, if you do that good enough, you'll just eventually win before he does. That's interesting. Trying to keep moving tricky. Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a fun set to watch. I guess I understand a little bit more about Wario Game & Watch, but I don't really feel like I do. Usually once I figure out what the hell a character does, I like start talking about how busted or like cool they are. I.e. my I mean as seen in my wonderful I don't know if they're exactly wonderful, but my plenty of tweets about Mewtwo and Samus, and now Duck Hunt probably starting. Can is busted, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you really got what you wanted out of this. I apologize. I did not do as much homework as I could have done for this set, but and I mean I don't know, but yeah. Thanks for submitting it. I look forward to playing you next time so I can actually see how I can like apply any of this. But yeah. Don't worry. Did you get me looking like an idiot that doesn't know what the hell he's talking about? Is that what you came here for? Because you sure got that. Somewhat, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, thanks for submitting. I'm gonna cut the stream here. I'm tired. And I might be streaming somewhat later this week because I am on break from school. So I'll be using Monday match analysis without actually being on Monday, but we'll see. You're coming to Master Monthly? Sick. Unfortunately, you can't enter and win our Arcadian this time, so ha. Although I don't know how many people are actually going to that this time because most of the announcements have only been like this week. But yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me this whole time. It wasn't exactly the most entertaining stream since I wasn't really talking the whole time, but I appreciate it. And then I guess that's it. So, yeah, thanks for watching.